So what I thought I would do is just model the rafters for a single story house, because that's what most of you have. And it's a bit complicated. Alright, this is going to be the most tedious part of Revit that you have in the basic drafting course. So, structure, beam system, set plane, pick a plane. Let's pick this part of the roof first. Let's go to the top. Let's change this here to, say, hidden line. Now, there's not going to be a whole lot of talking from me. I'm just going to be going through showing you how to start your roof for your practical 3 for those that have hipped roofs like this, because it gets a bit complicated. Alright, again, you do have the steps on the learn site as well as a task sheet of what you're going to be producing. So first, beam system done. Same process every time. Structure, beam system, set plane, pick a plane, pick the area of roof you want to work on, and now tell me the boundary conditions of that roof. Now, these roofs are complicated. I have 2 points that I need to come at 90 degrees from. So what you're going to find is when I set the beam direction from here to here, this distance is not at an even increment of 900. So they will not line up. So what you're going to have to do is basically split your roof up into 2. Split the footprint into 2 different footprints. Let's shift this down to, say, here. Chamfer. Modify, delete, delete. So one beam system here, and then I will create another beam system. Now I'm still setting this work plane, so I don't have to redo it. And another one across here. Now these two are closer than 900. Alright, so they're much closer, but that's okay. If I grab the, so let me grab the center of it. No, okay. I know they're 45, so what's that, plus 90, 630. So they're much closer, which is okay. It just cannot be greater than 900. Alright, but it satisfies from here and from here. So remember, all of these have to line up at 90 degrees. And then all of these must line up as well. And we keep going. Alright, so I'm not going to do them all, but this is how we split them all up. So just be aware of that. This one here, so I have to have one from here, one from here, one from here. So, you know, this here is probably going to get split into a few different sections. But it's not going to be uncommon to have 3 or 4 beam systems for a roof, especially for your rafters. Like I said, this is very tedious. The other thing that you might find useful is playing around with the justifications. Alright, but if you take them all from the same point, you should be okay. So these are pretty close, and that's okay. The only thing you have to make sure is I have another one running this way in the 90 degrees. Alright, yours might not sit exactly like this, but they might, I'm not sure. Okay, it's going to be very dependent on how you're laying out your rafters. So I can't model that part of the roof, Nathan, because you're not working on that plane. So still on this section though. Cool. So they're lining up, they're lining up, they're lining up. Beautiful. All of these ones are lining up, except for here. All right. Now this is going to pose a little bit of an issue, but what I can do, because I know I'm going to have another one sitting through here, meeting it. I can unpin. Should be able to move and just get it to snap where this one sits. If you can't get it to snap, keep zooming in until you can. Alright. So 830. Alright. So I'm still within my 900 limits. Okay, so you get the point as to how it goes. I can keep going through here, and they will all line up within their systems. So if I hide this roof, alright, bit tricky with the rafter layout. So actually what I might do is bring that roof back. VV. Find the roofs. If I bring up the transparency, so I can see through it. Alright, so I can see where the walls are. Change this to coarse. Need to make it a bit more transparent. VV. So yeah, it's a bit better. What if I make it completely transparent? Then what happens now? That's not really what I want. Let's go back to that first one. Sorry guys. Well, alright, so get our rafters. Actually, no, sorry, this is me, just changed my mind back and forth. to make it fairly transparent, let's grab the walls. Let's make them shaded. BV. Let's make the walls half tone. Let's turn off the floors. Alright, so I can see where the walls are lining up. Roof's still there. I can either try if I hide it. Alright, what I want to keep is I want to keep this outside line. So that's why I haven't hidden it, because I want to keep the outside perimeter. So we just make it completely transparent. And we can see some of the walls underneath. So this is how we go about making our roof layout, or our roof framing plan. So that is a snapshot of how you guys will be doing it for your single story housing. Alright, and that's how it starts to look. So usually you will have, like I said, you have a ridge beam sitting through. We're not going to be modeling them in. The rafters are going to be enough. Alright, so please make sure you do go through. You need to do this for your project as well as your practical 3. Same steps the whole way through. Any issues, I'll see you guys in class tomorrow. Thanks guys.